Let's get this party started, y'all. Got a special podcast coming on tonight. Special guest back in the building. Miss Lamiere will be in the building, y'all. Hot recording artist. She checking in from New York. Was on the podcast before. And she came back to kick it again. Hope y'all having a great week on this Monday night. Everything's going good for you. All good vibes. That's what it's all about. Living your life and enjoying it to the fullest. About to get this party started in 1 minute, y'all. Like I said, I got Miss Lamiere in the building tonight, checking back in, y'all. We're going to have a good, dope interview, dope podcast. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Hit that live chat. Spread the word. Let everybody know that we on the air right now. They can tune in and watch on YouTube channel, Reality Music Entertainment. Join the podcast, man, and leave your comments on the screen. We get everything set up, and we're going to go ahead and get this party started. Hope y'all had a great weekend, man. Hope you stayed safe, most importantly, and stayed out the way. But that's what it's all about, staying out the way, enjoying your life. Not getting mixed up in all this riff-raff and nonsense that be going on out here. But like I said, man, we got a special guest in the building. We're going to have a dope podcast tonight. All good vibes. Y'all go ahead and get comfortable, grab you a snack, fix you a drink, whatever you got to do, kick your feet up. And we're going to talk that talk, because that's what it's all about. Let's get everything screaming live. And then we're going to take off. But without further ado, let's get this party started, folks. I'm bringing my special guest once again. Let's bring her on in and get this podcast started, man.
How you doing, Foolish?
And there she is once again, folks. The queen is back in the building. I told y'all she'll be here. I told you she'll be here, and there she is.
I'm here. Thank you so
Lamiere,
much.
how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you feeling? How you living?
I'm doing good. I'm working, working on my music and just doing my independent thing, and I'm feeling good about it. How about you?
Man, I appreciate it. I can't complain on best. I appreciate you taking the time to come on once again. I heard you got some new dope music that you about to drop, so I know everybody getting excited for that.
Yeah, I have some new music, and it's been quite a while since I've had this enthusiasm about putting out new music. So I'm super excited about what's to come and just giving my fans more music. I'm starting to see some growth on some of my old songs, and I'm starting to see some organic things happening, and I've been doing some things to kind of just build my brand and stuff like that. And one of those things is coming on platforms such as this. So I want to thank you so much for having me. This platform it does a lot for artists. And if people utilize platforms like yours properly, they can grow, you know?
I absolutely agree. That's why I always extend my offer and try to show love, because that's what it's all about, helping each other out at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
So let's catch up. Let's catch up. So what all you got in the kitchen that you've been cooking on? You got a whole album coming? Is it an LP? What you got? You got videos coming? What you got cooking in the kitchen?
Um, right now, I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of press work and stuff like that, and just making sure that my branding and that there's awareness out there about me. So I spent the last 6 months working on that. I worked on just making sure that all my platforms and everywhere that I am online, that everything has continuity and that everything looks the same and is the same. Because I went through a name change. I dropped my first name. And so that name change, I had like stuff out in the world that had one name, artist name, and then I had stuff that had another artist name, and it was really confusing. So I just brought continuity and refocused and rebranded and made sure that you can find me, you can find my music,
Right.
and that everything consistently links back to each other. In terms of music, I've been mixing and mastering my own music now for 2 years.
Oh, look at
And
you.
yes, and I say this every time I speak about it. I'm like, I'm just getting good now. Like I'm just getting good with it now. And for 2 years I beat my head and I beat myself up and I was like, I'm never gonna put music out because every time I'm mixing and I'm recording stuff and then I'm mixing it, the mix isn't right. I'm sending it to engineers. I'm paying 300. The mix isn't coming back right. So I was thinking that it's me. Like maybe I'm not making good music, or maybe I'm a perfectionist. But then it came to a point where, after some time and some studying, that the music actually became good. Like there is an end point, you know what I'm saying? There was a point
Yeah,
where it was like,
yeah,
okay,
right,
yeah, the music's clear now and it sounds good. Like maybe not everyone in the entire world will love it, but my fans will like it. It's good, you
right.
know.
That's what it's all
Um,
about.
so I mean, I didn't think that point would come. So when that point came, it was like it's like a I'm in this place now. It's like a place of enjoyment and I feel super excited for what's to come, because I tackled that hurdle. And through that, it also came like I went through a whole thing where people kind of said things like people in my circle, people outside of my circle, oh, she's falling off. She's not doing what she's supposed to do. You're supposed to be doing this. You used to model. You're this, and this. And everybody just was like, they gave up on me. They told me I wasn't shit. People treated me like that. And to be in this place now where I feel like I have so much power and I feel like, man, I could go in my room right now and go mix some music.
You gonna
I
whip
can
something
lay it
up.
down, write it today. I can write it right
Right.
now. I can
Straight
lay
up.
it down, mix it. It'll be clean and it can be up by tomorrow.
See, I respect that hustle. Most people would have just gave up and said, "That's it, I ain't doing it no more." But like you said, you rebranded yourself. You tackled everything that you need to tackle, because it's all about marketing, making sure everything on the business side is on point.
I agree.
Then you hit them with that great music.
Right. And what is the one thing that I asked of you?
Always put your name out there.
Always put my name in the title. Because where it shows up, right when you Google me, it shows up. And what that does is that triggers an algorithm. The more you're
Yep.
spoke about, like I know you had mentioned about Spotify, how they pay cents on a stream, and I absolutely 1,000% agree with you. Like music has been devalued, and because we have such a reach, like we can reach people across the world. It's like someone listening to your song is absolutely, it pays nothing, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Right. And I agree with that 100%. But unfortunately, this is the world that we live in. We live in a world where this is what it is, and I'm choosing to somewhat play that game, but not allow. I don't allow numbers on a computer screen to determine how I feel about my music. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Me too.
still
I'm the
gonna play
same
the
way.
game.
I'm the same way.
I'm gonna still
I'm the
play the
same way.
game with you though. I'm gonna play the game with the Spotify's, the Apple Music, and I'm gonna get my numbers up there. But at the same time, I know that these numbers are manipulated in a sense, they're controlled in a sense, and it is what it is. But I will say this, having the more places your name is on the internet, all those things that builds popularity, right? So
Yep.
as you building your name up, like me, you put in my name in the title of your podcast show, and me going, I'm on a press run right now, so me doing so many interviews, these interviews build up my name so that the
Right.
algorithm knows that this girl is popular, and it's
And
easy
you're
to
gonna
really.
start popping up
Yeah, it's
in the
SEO,
searches.
search engine.
Yeah, you're gonna pop up in the search. So that's
And it's
great
so
branding
many,
by you.
yeah, you got to put your name out there on many different platforms. And yeah, as I always feel like I don't want to say small or big, but I want to say that there's some platforms that are more well known than others. And it's like
Right.
those more well known platforms, they, you build up to it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
You don't necessarily, I don't have to go from here to media
Drink
takeout
champs.
tomorrow. Right, drink
Yeah,
champs or
yeah,
something,
yeah, yeah.
but or Matt Hoffa, but I'm here. And here is great too. Here's a great place to be on the foolish show.
Hey, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. And that's what it's all about. See, this is what people don't understand, man. You always have to crawl before you walk.
Always.
Don't think you're just
Like,
gonna shoot to the top. That takes work,
no. And
dedication.
the top is just it's all the same, and that's the part that people don't understand too. It's all the same. There's no difference when even my experience being on sets and um even showcases like with people with names and stuff like that, there's no difference.
You're right.
None. There's
You're
no
right.
difference, you know, at all. It's like they set up cameras, they hire people, people work, and a job is a job, and it's so empowering to understand that and to have been behind the screen and to see that it's all regular people. We all the same.
That's all. You're right. I agree. I agree. Everybody trying to get to the same common goal.
Money. Money.
Trying to build your life for the better. So ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Shout out to everybody that's in the live chat. We live streaming right now. I got the queen in the building checking in from NY. Miss Lamiere is checking in with us once again. Y'all appreciate her. And she got dope new music coming out for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all look her up on all platforms. Let's go to the live chat. Niche Love checking in. K McFadden checking in. Shout out to everybody in the live chat, man. Diamond Beauty checking in. So everybody ready to go. I think we ready to go now. I think we good to go. Everybody spread the word. Let everybody know we live streaming right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Got a special guest. The Queen, Lamiere, is in the building, y'all. So Lamiere, let's get into it. So what's the state of hip hop in New York right now? What we looking like as far as in female artists your way? Is it a lot of them or is it a few of them? You one of many? What's going on up there?
I would say New York is in a very strange place because there's two different groups categories, and like I'm not gonna lie, I was really oblivious to what was going on in New York because I was completely in a box. I was doing my own thing, mixing and mastering, learning my shit that I ain't listening to nobody music. I ain't know what was going on. I ain't know what
Right.
the sound
Yeah,
was.
you so focused, you got that tunnel vision.
Yeah, but tunnel vision is dangerous too. You gotta know what's hot. But I did put my ears to the streets, and what I've noticed is that in New York we have it's not new, but we have a new form of drill music. New York drill
Drill music,
has
yeah.
it's evolved in the past, I want to say 2 to 3 years. It's not what it was when Pop Smoke came out and when the original, New York drill guys, Fabio Foreigns and all of that. It's now escalated and evolved. And
Right.
the women seem to be in the mainstream women are in one box and it's like kind of very sexy. Then you got the street women and they're like completely, they're gutter, they with the guys. And then you got the guys
Right.
and the guys are going crazy. They done lost their minds. Everything is about shooting. It's about killing. I said,
Yeah.
I took a day.
Yeah.
I took a day and I just went through all New York music. I just watched videos, listened to music, and I was so shocked. I was like, this is what we doing now? Like, I mean,
Yes.
it's nothing but killing you, murdering you, which way to do
Gang,
it,
gang, bang, bang.
clip, glide, boom, bang, and all of that. And
Kill your mama. I kill your mama. I'm sliding on the dead. Listen, what get me is why they always keep mentioning dead people. Where that come from?
that comes from what's his name? The serial killer. What is his name? The one from Chicago, the one that got killed.
I
Dirk's
can't
name.
even
No,
think. I know
Dirk.
you talking. I can't even
Oh,
think his name right now.
yeah, that come from Chicago. That's crazy too. But
King Von.
King Von started that trend. I watched his documentary and that was crazy as hell. I couldn't even believe it, man. But yeah, so we're in this new era, and I personally, at 32 years old, I don't feel like I fit in. I don't feel like my spirit can receive what's being said, the messaging. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And that's the only thing I'm not with this new music. See, they gonna always look at it as y'all, you hating, y'all. No, listen, man. You gotta be responsible for what you do.
Hmm.
All that satanic music that's more like the devil is pushing that. And that's
Hmm.
something I can't get behind. I'm sorry, I just can't support that. If you telling everybody to kill each other and oh I'm this and that, or y'all arguing talking about who got the most money, most change, what are we talking about here?
I agree. And I don't think it's necessarily nothing brand new, but we're in a new era. Like, it's really bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I'm in a different age group now, so maybe
Yeah,
that's
because you're on
why
your
it
grown
feels.
you're on your grown woman stuff right now.
I'm on my grown woman. I still talk, don't get it twisted. I talk my shit, but it's limitations. And I'm starting to reevaluate because the music is a manifestation. So I also reevaluating what I say, how I say it, and when I put it out. You know what I'm saying? I have
Right,
music that I'm like, I can't put this out because I'm not in that space. If I'm in a happy
right,
space, I'm not putting out sad music. If I'm in a
right.
sad space, I'll put out sad music. But at some point, it got to go to a positive. You know what I'm saying?
Straight
And these
up. I
guys,
respect that.
these guys are saying things that's putting them in the grave, putting them in jail, and it's
There
sad.
you go. There you go. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said. See, they don't
Sad.
understand how the body that the tongue is a powerful thing.
Mm.
Sometimes you can speak things into existence. So if you always around here talking about kill, 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 die, 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 what you think eventually gonna happen to you?
We seen it, and
Look at all
it's
the ones that we lost, and go listen to their music and see what they was talking about.
and they was hot. They was hot. They was on fire. And then now we got what's his name? We got guys going to jail for life I'm from the Bronx, and Bronx rappers is getting killed every day. They going to jail. It's getting crazy out here. The climate is rough. And I will say, even for my own self, um, it happened to me. And I'm a female, and it happened to me
Right.
where I found myself in very dangerous situations for pursuing a career in music. We got New York,
Wow.
yes. Okay. I've had food poisoning. I had somebody from my building
Deliberately?
well, I believe I was poisoned. I was sick for 4 months, and
Wow.
I had ordered some Uber Eats. I ordered McDonald's. I ordered Uber Eats, and it was like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. I went downstairs to get the food, and the guy's face was like it's something. He was like kind of jokey, laughy, but it was very like evil. Like you sense something evil. And when I was grabbing a drink, he was holding it and smiling like, and I was like, like trying to grab it, but I was afraid, and
So you had a bad vibe right then.
bad vibe. So I ate the food. A few hours later, I was throwing up blood, and I was sick for about 3, 4 months. I'm just getting better now. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was scared for my life.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sorry to hear that. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
yeah, that was one instance. And I can't per se connect that to the music, but it's been a lot more. I had somebody take a sock, light it on fire, and throw it at my damn AC and try to burn up my AC. And
Man, what the hell is going on around here?
it's something about when you're trying to, that's another thing, right? Like outside of the topics of your music, the envy and the jealousy of the hatred and in New
Oh, it's
York,
real.
it's real. And in New York, you packed in, right? We on top of each other, tall buildings, and it's like nowhere to hide. Okay, it's nowhere to
Gotcha.
hide. And I feel like I feel like the slowdown for me was beneficial for my life. I've had times where I've walked into places and men looked at me like they wanted to kill me, like they want to hurt me, and I didn't know them.
Wow.
Like, and I'm completely, like, for me, I know in my circumstance, like, okay, I'm a growing artist. I've been on a few platforms, but, like, it's not necessarily that if I went to another borough or if I went to another state, perhaps nobody would know who I am. You know what I'm saying? But it's your own local, it's your own area. And when people see you and they know you and they say, damn, that girl's been doing this or that guy's been doing this, then they get mad and they want to stop you.
That's true.
Want to
And
stop you.
that's real life there. Because you never know. Like they say, if you don't notice, most of the time, all the hate comes from right around you, right where you grew up at, right where you from. Because like you said, a lot of people don't want to watch you climb that ladder because they feel like she's supposed to be right here with us.
Right.
So they don't want to see you succeed. Because they think once you succeed, now you outshining me.
Right.
They make everything a competition and they let the jealousy and envy take over.
And the thing is, for me, I never, like, anytime I've seen someone doing better than me, it's only made me look at me. I never looked at them.
Exactly.
Like, I never been like, oh, damn, like, like, I hate this person because
Yeah,
they're doing
forget
this.
her. Who
I'm
she
like,
thinks she is? She ain't she ain't better than
when
me.
you
Let me
could, when you could really just focus on yourself and say, yo, what can I do to get my shit up? Or what is this
straight
person
up.
doing that I could do and maybe engineer to do better? You know
Straight
what I'm
up.
saying? And they stole, and that steals the opportunity to be able to give back because of how we are. And when you look at a lot of the instances, you look at the stacked bundles and the different people, the guy from Run DMC, Jam Master Jay.
Master
You
J,
look at
yeah.
people are getting killed in their own neighborhoods
Of
by
course.
their own people.
By their own people, man. Because I told you that jealousy and envy, that's a seed, boy, that some people just cannot get rid of. Look at
Yeah,
Nipsey Hussle in front of his own store in the parking lot.
it's like that. It's
From
like
a
that
dude that he knew and grew up in projects with.
for opportunity.
That's what it's all about. And you know what's real scary now is clout. And people do anything for it.
They'll do anything for clout, and they'll
Anything
use
that, hey, look at me.
and
Hey, I'm going viral.
and they'll use your name to say, oh, um, they use your name like to say, oh, I'm beefing with this person or I'm beefing with that person, and it be no beef. They got their own beef, so they could say they know you or affiliate or attach with you, and that attachment, like it got to the point where, like, let's say I go to the gym or I go to Starbucks or I go,
Mhm.
it be problems following me, people doing crazy shit that I never experienced. And I
Right.
didn't sign up for that, you know?
Right.
And like a lot of like 50 Cent spoke about it and a lot of people spoke about it. And I just never, it never dawned on me. You know what I'm saying? Like it never dawned on me that what envy and jealousy and hatred looks like. And that shit wears on your soul.
It
It wears on
does. It does. And you're right. Before you get into it, if you're on the outside looking in, you don't know all this is going on. Once you start getting into it and you get your hands dirty, you be like, man, all this goes on in music. This is what comes along with me just trying to make music.
and the people around you never understand it. Like they can't understand what you're saying or what you're seeing or what you're experiencing. And they and in cases like, you know, sometimes rappers family members you seeing in Chicago, if they can't get to you, if you in
Yeah, they
LA,
get
they
your
get to,
brother, sister, mama.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, I think in that instance, you know, you need to move. You need to move. You need to move out the goddamn hood. And
Yeah. You got to
if
relocate. Once you get to, especially when you get to a certain status, you got to relocate.
I'm gonna say before you get there, I'm gonna say before you get there, because let me tell you, I got into it with so many people in this neighborhood. I live in the projects right now. I'm actually moving out in about a few weeks, hopefully like 2 weeks. And every day they would say, "Oh, she's not shit. She's not shit. She's not shit. She's not shit. She ain't nobody. She ain't nobody." So every day I walk out my building or every day I do something, I gotta hear that I'm not shit.
Yeah,
And
all that
every day
negativity.
all that negativity slap you in the face and hit you, and it's like, in order to be successful, you need to be one, your mind needs to be clear, you need to have good spirits, positive,
Absolutely. Good vibes around you. Good people around you.
good vibes, and like-minded people. And the poverty, and we're in a new age of poverty. We're in a new day where poverty doesn't look as impoverished. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
true.
saying?
True. That's
Like,
facts.
but we still impoverished though. We still
Yeah, he's still
struggling.
suffering now.
We still suffering. We still struggling. You know, as Black people, we going through it, but it looks different and it feels different. And but there's still concepts, you know. But I think overall, like, just beyond all that negativity and all that stuff that I've been going through, it made me a stronger person. It gave me tough skin, and I know,
Better
like,
believe it.
when I looked at artists who were going crazy on the internet and going back and forth with people, and I feel like it was preparation, and I probably, if I was one of those artists, I probably wouldn't have been able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
now my skin is tough because I done heard every nasty thing about me. I done walked by strangers and heard she's a bitch, she's a bum, she's a
Boy,
whatever, all those things.
that's
And
what the
it's
devil
like,
do. That's how the devil operate.
you can't say nothing about me now, baby. I done heard it all.
You can cap all you want, but see the thing is, people think you can stop somebody's shine. What God has for you is for you. You can't stop it.
Right.
That's what people don't realize. You can't stop nobody's blessings if it's coming. But see, what they don't realize is when you hating and being jealous and envy of somebody else, all you doing is cutting your own blessings off.
Mm,
Because
mm.
you got to give to receive. So if you're not giving any love and showing nobody else no love, how you think that love gonna come back to you?
It's not.
See, it's being selfish. We got a lot of selfish people out here. Everybody's for me, I. It ain't no we. And that's why you see the world the way it is, because everybody's for themselves.
Yeah. And I've had my friends do me in too, and it's 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 important for me to talk about because I know there's people that go through it, and I know there's people that end up in bad situations behind dealing with it. And over time, like it's like everybody wants to win, right? And
Right.
and it's like, but when do people celebrate with you? Like where's your people and where's your village to celebrate
Exactly.
with you? And people don't celebrate with me, and I don't feel like I have a village, and I don't feel like it's like the people with you around you, they cool with you when you on a level. As soon as you show a little bit of growth, then they want to compete, or they want to say, you know, thank you for the applause. But yeah, they want to
Because
compete with
you hitting something right on the head. Because if anybody can relate, I know everything you saying because I'm going through it and went through it. The ones close to you, once you start doing stuff, they will start switching up and acting funny. You look at them like, come on, you. I thought you was gonna be the main one riding with me.
you. It's the way people, a lot of people are set up. It's the way people are set up. Everybody wants to win, and some people don't have the mental fortitude to allow someone else to shine and be okay in their skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, like, for me personally, I saw through my duration of my rap careers, I've seen a lot of females. I've seen Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B's, that whole era. First it was Cardi B, and
Right.
that's when I started my career. And at that time, like when Cardi B came to be, I wasn't um I wasn't invested in a career in entertainment. I was invested in the music. You know what I'm saying? And so it wasn't, a big deal to me or anything. I was happy, to see a girl from the Bronx make it. And at that time, this was like groundbreaking because there was only one female before her, which was Nicki Minaj. So, at that era for a long time, period of time. So, um, but once the Megan Thee Stallions came out, and then that was an era, she had her time. And now, like, as time progresses, there's been several females from the North Bronx, like the Lola Brooke, she's from up here.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Yeah, I heard her name.
there's another girl, there's Kenzo B from the Bronx. There's a lot of girls that's just blowing up, blowing up, blowing up, blowing up. And it's like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with what God has planned for me.
Yeah, that's
And
not making you bitter.
no, I did feel a little bit of when Megan Thee Stallion came out because we both about 5'11", we both tall and thick, and I was like, I could rap too. God damn it! You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
don't forget
Like,
about me.
I was like, I could do it too. I was doing it, but um, that's just a feeling you gotta fight. I think that's just a natural feeling. That's a human nature thing,
Yeah. Because you sometimes you look at yourself and be like, God, why this ain't happening to me? Why they getting it, but I ain't getting it?
right?
So you're right, that's human reaction. But like you said, some people, it's to how you deal with it, man. Some people let it get the best of them to it takes them over the edge. It's not that serious. I'm like you when you were saying you don't pay attention. To be honest with you, I really don't pay attention to a lot of stuff that be going on far than music, because I told you I'm not on that wave. So I don't really listen to music. I'll be honest with you. Like that new stuff, I can't tell
Hmm.
you what's hot now. I can't tell you none of these new artists because
Hmm.
I always do that for a reason because I do not want none of that stuff to rub off on me.
Right.
Even though you have to put your ear to the streets and see what they talk about, I peek in and listen, but I can't do it. I don't want that to rub off on me. Then I start sounding like that. Then you hear me around here making op music and all this other stuff, and that's not me.
Right. I
So
agree.
I don't want that stuff to rub off on me. So I try to stay tunnel vision. Whatever I'm working on, I focus on that. The people that's in my circle, and we just keep building. That's how I
Right.
operate.
Right. And that's just the way it's supposed to be. It's just stay in your lane and do what you do. And the most powerful thing a person ever taught me was to build your own name and your own brand. That's it. I ain't
That's
gotta
it.
depend. Can't nobody take away what wasn't given. Okay. Everything I
Exactly.
have, everything I have, I built myself. And what I noticed was, you know, picking back up, um, ain't nothing changed. All the people that, all the girls who had, big management teams, big budgets and things and support, ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? I took these 2 years to learn something and to master something, and I beat my head and I beat myself up every day, but
Perfecting your craft.
perfecting my craft. But that time thing, it ain't about time. It's about making the right moves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Getting your ducks
Making
in a row, as they say.
right. And the understanding I have of the music industry, I feel, is much more in depth and specific. Specific. It's in depth and specific. I just think I'm in a place where it has to now be about money. Like, it has to now. I'm crossing the barrier of learning, trial and error, and I'm crossing into, it needs to be about money, and it needs to make dollar and cents, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? and
Straight up.
and
Yeah, straight up. Because your
and
time,
that,
your time is valuable.
because my time is valuable, and because I have much more information and knowledge about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and where I'm going.
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about. See, that a lot of people don't understand that, man. You have to always take the time, whatever you're trying to do. I don't care what it is in life. And then you can't be afraid to learn and study, whatever you're trying to do. So if you're trying to be the biggest bank owner, then you need to look at all the successful bank owners and then look at their blueprint. It's all right to look and learn and observe, read, do research. Instead
That's
of
the
just jumping straight in head first and don't know really what you're doing, sit back and get all the knowledge you can, and then you know how to attack the situation.
the first step to mastery is observation. That is correct.
Better believe it. You got to sit back and
That is
observe. You got
correct.
to know what you're getting yourself into.
Right.
And then you can't be, another thing, you can't be afraid to fail. That's why a lot of people be scared to do certain things because they don't want to fall, they don't want to fail. But all that do is make you stronger and tougher. You brush yourself off and you get back up.
I feel that. I definitely feel like I went through a um a season in my life where I felt like that. Like, I felt afraid to put out music because I was like, if it doesn't stream, now this gives people more proof, so, like,
Oh, she ain't got it.
that I ain't got it, or that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. And none of those things are true. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. The music will stream. My numbers are growing. And one of the things is to always do things that what other people miss is where you want to be. Okay.
Straight
Now,
up.
one thing, one platform where I found I was missing out for many years was on Pandora. On Pandora, your music doesn't automatically go up on Pandora when you distribute it through, like, your distributor, like whether it's like
Mm-hmm.
DistroKid
Mm-hmm.
or so
Mm-hmm.
whoever. When you put your music up there, Pandora don't automatically put your profile and your face and all of that and put your music. No, you have to email them and say, hey, I want you guys to add my profile and my music to your platform. Okay. Now, when you release your music to Pandora, for every single that you do, you only need 10 spins, and then after those 10 spins, they give you free promotion for about, I want to say, 45 to 60 days.
Oh, that's what's up. See, you telling me stuff that I didn't even know, because most of that stuff, I'm not gonna lie, I let my PR people handle that.
I'm a PR too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a PR too. I'm a great PR, but I'm a PR too because I have to be. I have to be, you know. But yeah, so like something as simple as emailing Pandora and saying put my stuff on, and then you go on Pandora, you go make an account, you play the song 10 times, right? Boom, you play the song 10 times, and then they give you free promotion and put your shit in the radio spin. So for all the
Right,
people who
right,
don't,
right. So you in the cycle.
you're in a cycle for all the people that don't pay for the service. So and now if you go on my Pandora, I have artists, similar artists, right? Similar artists is artists that are like you. My similar
Right.
artists on Pandora is like Cardi B, Bia, Megan Thee Stallion. Um, my can at one point it was Ice Spice and Snow the Product. So like in on that platform, I'm building power. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
I went
true.
through
That's true.
I I went through having my profile similar artists be independents like myself. I'm independent, but I had independents like Snow the Product and other, up and coming women. And then I just jumped, and then now my similar artists are bigger artists now, like Cardi B, Bia, and all those things. And those
And
things
guess
have,
what? You're gonna start getting a lot of that traffic coming your way.
yeah, yeah, I have. And honestly, um, I started seeing once I started understanding the um the algorithm in terms of how to build popularity. Like when you build your name, like let's say for example you put your name, like let's say for example your name is in an article on like a hip hop blog or something like that. It's not
Right.
to say that you're gonna get fans because your name was on that blog. Like it's not like people is gonna read the blog and be like, yo, I'm gonna go listen to his or her music. It's more so building up the power of your brand to say that you've been on all these platforms. And then when you do that, the people who are doing it, they're gonna come back, like like Spotify's, the Apple Musics, the Pandoras. They're gonna say this person is someone of notoriety because they've been on all these platforms.
Right,
When you
right. Your
type in
name keep popping up in people's face. They can't ignore it.
on YouTube, the that information and that data pulls, like all that stuff that shows like how there's something called chart metrics, and in chart metrics they actually rank every artist in the world. So let's say you go for a label meeting or something like that, and you're like, oh, I'm lit and I'm popping. They could literally type your artist name and you have a rank, and they could show you
Wow. See, I didn't know that part.
yeah, chart metrics. That's one of the A&R tools that they use. You know what I'm saying? Then that tool is also good for like you can also find playlists and stuff like that on there. I personally don't use it. It's a little too expensive for my taste, but it is one of the tools that some A&Rs use. But the point I'm trying to make is that when beyond the people who's physically seeing you on that specific platform, whether it's
Right.
one or 100, it matters. It matters and it can help, but it's really how many times and how many platforms and where your name is pulling, and that's gonna encourage the algorithm to put you in a place on their platforms where people can see you.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely. That's why they tell you you have to grind and put in that work. Once you put in that work, then you're gonna receive the fruits of your labor.
right, and a lot of times people are doing things that's like a lot of times what what I've also noticed is that a lot of times people try to buy their way through the system, and it's
Yep.
like it doesn't really work. It works, but it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Because it's not organic. So you won't really have a following. You just trying to make it happen.
you manipulating numbers,
Right.
but you gotta have a big budget. You need to have 250, 300,000, maybe 500,000 in this new era. And
Of course.
especially if you're not your own PR person, if you're not your own marketer, if you're not your own mix engineer, if you're not your own label, if you're not going in BMI, ASCAP, registering your music, if you're not going in and checking data and pulling numbers and coming up with a game plan, then you're gonna spend a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
And you're gonna get robbed a lot because this industry is nothing but tears of straight robbery.
you better believe it. I have people in my inbox every day trying to pull a scam.
Me too. They sent me Fat Joe. They sent me a video of Fat Joe, but it's supposed to be like a live stream like this. They do that now too. You know that, right?
You listen, you right. Cause I got that. I got so much stuff, man. Oh, such and such want to talk to you right now, but you got to send this payment in. I'm like, man, wait on it. you wait on it. You won't get me
You won't get
because
me.
they know how some people are just they want it so bad and they play off people's emotions and dreams,
Mm-hmm.
which
They
is
do.
crazy. But people don't care. It's cutthroat out here. You got to remember, in this world, it's cutthroat.
And it's it's learning. It's the information isn't coveted no more, but it's like piecing up together a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna get a little bit of the information from here. You're gonna get a little bit of information from here. You're gonna get a little bit of information from here. But um, what really helped me to become better and to understand, and understanding and execution is two different things, right?
Right,
Because when I started understanding and discovering, I was in an observation mode, right?
right,
And then it's like you gotta if you're doing it yourself, you have to find the power and um you have to find the power and the self-love to actually execute too. But what really helped me was watching Ice Spice and watching how she rose to success and to fame. And she has a very powerful team, um very powerful producer, and they use multiple tactics, multiple marketing tactics, and a lot of connections to get her to the place where she is. You know what I'm saying? She didn't just walk through the door. There was people working her. Okay.
right, right. Behind the scenes,
And
there's always got to get work done behind the scenes.
it is hours as grueling as hours. Like, do you know, like, even the other day I found out, well, a few months ago, you know, I wanted to make sure that I have a profile on every site that there is. Like,
Right,
period. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
like something like iHeartRadio. So when I contacted iHeartRadio, I'm like, how do I put my profile on your platform? So they sent me to another company, and that company distributes information to multiple companies. So
Oh,
now
okay.
I had to go through my entire catalog. I had to put a spreadsheet together. I had to put EIN numbers. I had to put producer information. I had to put everything that was out there, had to put it together and to organize it and then give it to them so they can distribute it to all the different stores and all the
Branches.
different
Yeah,
sites.
I got you. I got you.
Right. And just something like that took me like at least 2 days to finish. Because you also got to put in the EIN numbers. You got to put in a lot of goddamn information, everything. And it's
Yes.
a long spreadsheet. It ain't a spreadsheet
You,
that fit in three
yes. You know
person.
I know. That's why I told you I be letting my PR people do all that because I don't have the patience.
Yeah, some of us, we trying to get it out the mud. We got to do it ourselves.
And that's what
So
I respect that. And that shows me how hungry you are. Because most people ain't gonna sit around and try to figure it out or try to do all the stuff that you're doing. Most people, everybody want a quick, easy way, which everybody wish it worked like that, but life ain't easy.
and it take 8 weeks for it to even distribute. They sent me July. They sent me a email saying they got my stuff, and it'll take It'll take 8 weeks. It's in the queue, and it take 8 weeks.
Wow.
Okay. It take 8 weeks. So I'm still waiting to see for the all the platforms they distribute. I'm still waiting to see my profile and stuff go up on those. I think I want to move. For me, I'm in a place of execution now, so I'm still. I don't want to say still. I'm I'm executing all that I learned now, and I feel really confident, and I feel
There
really
we
good
go.
about where I'm at, and I feel like I'm in a great space, to be honest.
Yeah, because you don't soak your head up with all this knowledge. Now it's just time to apply everything that you know.
And should I share it or should I keep it to myself? What you think?
You know me, I'm always saying share and spread love, but people have the mindset, well, ain't nobody help me and this and that. That's okay, but that don't mean you can't break that chain and help somebody else.
But once you share the information, it becomes null and void in a sense. If too many
That is
people.
true. That is true. That is true.
So I said I gotta execute and it has to work for me. But back to what I was saying about chart metric and saying that there's a number. Um, every artist has a number, and that number, they don't tell you what the algorithm is, but what they do is they take everything. They take YouTube, they take Instagram, they take TikTok, they take all your socials, all your web presence, and they sum that up, and then you get a number. So every time you out, so doing something like signing up for Pandora, where maybe
Mhm.
a lot of artists ain't thinking about no damn Pandora, but guess what?
Nope.
Pandora, at a time when I couldn't afford to playlist on Spotify, Pandora got me 10,000 streams
Wow.
overnight. I said, "Whoa." You know what I'm saying? At a time, they recently opened up some they recently started doing playlists, like literally in the last probably I want to say a month or two. They opened up playlists, so now I started creating these playlists and stuff like that, and traffic started coming to my page. And yes, some playlists can consist of my music and other artists' music. They don't all consist of just my music, but it's like those tactics are helping. There's people there, and it's just doing the small things and doing the things that everybody else isn't willing to do that really will help you become successful.
Absolutely. And another way that I can put you on to, I have a hookup with is live mixtapes.
Yeah, I seen that. I did. I seen that.
So on there, they have at least 500,000 people a day visiting live mixtapes. So that's a lot of traffic.
It's a
So
lot
if
of
you
traffic.
drop a project and you drop a mixtape, they're gonna put you right there on the front page where all that traffic, because that's what's been happening in my mixtape. Every time I drop something, they put me right there front and center. I'm talking
Mm,
about with the main artist that's already out and popping.
mm.
And
You
they
know
put
what?
you right there, and you getting all that traffic, and you gaining new fans and new artists, and new artists through that, because they give you good exposure. You have to pay, of course, but I have a plug, which is a DJ that's plugged into it, and
Okay.
every time I want to drop, I hit him up. We get together and we drop a project, and they put that project out there. And not only they put it on live mixtapes, but all those platforms you were saying, they put it on all those also. So they put you on Pandora, iHeart, all that.
As a mixtape?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely, because I'm actually working on I'm still working on my mixtape. I think we spoke about it last time, which is She-Hulk
Yep.
Volume.
Yep.
We spoke about She-Hulk Volume 1. And like I said, I'm not putting out anything that doesn't sound crystal clear. It's not
Gotcha.
good music. So I've been prolonging, I've teased it as a 2023 thing, but now that my mixes are good and they're coming out clear, they sound clear in the Bluetooth, sound clear in the car, sound clear in the AirPods. Now I can actually move forward and put out She-Hulk Volume 1,
Yeah,
which
we
I'm super
ready for you.
excited about.
It's about time for the world to really hear from Lamiere. So you can't plan with them. You gotta drop it on
Yeah, I drop it on them. Well, I got two
them.
singles. Speaking of dropping, I have two singles coming out. I have Lickety Split, that's coming out September 15th. And then
Okay.
I have Wifey Wifey, a single called Wifey Wifey that's coming out on September 8th, which is my 33rd birthday, which I'm super excited
That's
about.
what's up. That's what's up. That's good to hear. And we ready for it because I know you got some heat coming.
I got some heat coming. I
And
got
that's what
some
it's
heat.
all about. Shout out to everybody watching right now, man. I got the queen herself checking in from Brooklyn, New York. The one and
Bronx.
only Bronx. Excuse me. Excuse
From the
me.
Bronx.
Bronx. Checking in. Lamiere, she's in the house, y'all. She was on before. And she had to come back on and kick it once again on the Foolish Show podcast, which I appreciate her. Y'all know we live streaming right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Drop those comments. You know we're going to put you on the screen. Y'all know how I get down, man. I always try to spread love and get everybody a chance to get their shine on, because that's what it's all about, man. We need to spread more love and get rid of all this hate. But let's shift gears a little bit, Lamiere, before I let you go. You know we got to get into real life talk now. So let's talk about real life situations. Let's talk about the dating scene. That's what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So how you feel? You think everybody just mingling? What is going on? I don't think. Do you think people is dating now to get married, or everybody just doing their thing? Everybody just having a fling and enjoying life? And how you think the dating scene is nowadays?
I don't know, because I'm holding on to mine for dear life. I'm holding on to my man like there is no other, okay? But
That's what's
I
up.
I guess I would presume that it's Dot City out there, right? It's Dot City.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's on and popping out here in these streets.
Mm. Yeah, but for me personally, working through things, I just like I told you, I went through a health scare, and you don't want to be alone for those things. You know what I'm saying? Like
True
life
that.
is but so life's just short. We don't know if tomorrow's coming, you know what I'm saying? And
True that.
it's nice to go it's nice to have a partner and to build and grow with somebody, cuz not a single person come perfect for you. Nobody going to come set up with all everything you need. You know what I'm
I'm
saying? So
glad you said that.
if you could find someone who got about, good 65% of it, why not
You
hold
got to
on to
take that
them?
and run with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
might
a
as well
lot of
take
people
it
look.
and
If
run
you're
with
looking for the perfect man and perfect woman, it don't exist. I'm sorry to tell you. Everybody has flaws. It's just what you can tolerate and what you can put up with.
it. And what social media shows you is not what's real, you know? I'm sure people see my man every day and they be thinking like, oh, he's cute or he's this or they look like a couple, like, and it be like, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you only knew the issues, okay? Like
Yes,
don't
yes,
don't try to
yes.
jump into nobody else's skin because everybody
I preach that all the time. Stop looking at them. Ooh, that's couple goals. Ooh, I want it like that. I wish my life was like that. Because you behind closed doors, they could be about to kill each other.
exactly. You really don't know.
They
You
might not
really
even
don't
sleep in
know.
the same bedroom. They might even sleep in the same house.
And he might have side bitches, she might have side dudes. You don't know.
Exactly.
Okay?
You just on the outside looking in. Ooh, I wish I had me somebody like that.
But I will say, I had to. I learned you have to. If something's not working out the right way, I don't like women have this strong mindset of like, oh, I gotta like I'm not changing, or it's like sometimes you have to be able to compromise and to give a little and to
There
adjust
you
and
go.
to alter.
Both
Like
ways.
both ways, both people do, but I had to I realized like some of the things that some of the negativity was affecting what was going on in my relationship, and I was bringing all that home, and I was
Yep.
dealing, and in my relationship he didn't understand and know how to deal with it, and I had to learn how to literally turn it off. Like I can't let the
Don't bring your
negativity.
problems home.
Can't bring them home. Can't bring them
Great
home.
point. That's a great point. Because guess what you're doing when you do that? Now you're starting to create a toxic environment where you lay your head at.
And
And
to be
home
honest,
is where you're supposed to be happy at. You're supposed to unwind and be relaxed.
at home is what you make it. There's people with millions and millions of dollars that they can't find true love. So if you find
Straight
someone that
up.
loves you, hold on to that. You see,
Straight up.
everybody thought Keke Palmer was leaving her baby father and all of that because she looked good, and she's still holding on. If she's smart, she stay with him. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Because at the same time, people gotta understand, man, if somebody was with you through the thick and thin, you don't just turn your back on that person.
No.
Especially in the way it was down. When they was riding it down for you when you was down and out,
Hmm.
that's the least you can do.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. And not only that, but it's like, what else is out there? What you gonna go get?
Starting from scratch again, then you might get something worse.
It's a gamble.
Because guess what? If you can be like, you know what, I'm leaving my man, he a dog, he cheats and all that. Now what if the next you let him go and you go to the next 2, 3 men and all of them doing the same thing? So what did you really accomplish?
Nothing. But at the same, I'm gonna say cheating is a little, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't. You can never put cheating past a single soul. You know what I'm saying? You can't say it won't happen to you. It won't happen in the
Exactly.
future. Because even the guys you think, oh, he'll never cheat, and they cheat. You know what I'm saying? Or they might
Same
even
thing with
slip
ladies.
up.
You're absolutely right. Because the ones you
So,
think, man, that can be a great wifey right there. She got so much potential. Them be the sneakiest ones sometimes.
but if the person's out cheating all the time and y'all don't have an open relationship, you might not want to stay in that neither. You know.
That's why I said it depends on the person. Because you can't tell nobody what to tolerate or what makes you happy and all that. You have to decide that.
Yeah, I agree.
It's up to how much somebody can tolerate. That's why you have that communication line and say, hey, listen, this is where I draw the line at. This is what I accept. You lay
I
it
will.
out there and give people the understanding that, listen, this is how I'm coming. I don't tolerate this. I don't tolerate that. And see how they take that and run with it.
I will say this though, I don't post my relationship.
Me either. Me either. I just feel
I,
like my house, what I got going on at home is private. I don't have to advertise that to everybody.
exactly. I feel the same way. It's like it's for what? Even the things that I go through, like period, I just don't put it on social media. It's not a place for that. Um, what I've learned is that social media is not what it was. It's very important to what you put out there is exactly how people will see you. Exactly. If you
And
showing shaking
guess what?
ass,
That's when your relationship really gonna start having problems. If you go post your man every day from this point on, you're gonna have females in your inbox telling you everything about him. Girl, he ain't nothing. He was at my house last week, or he was in my inbox.
right,
Everything in the woodwork's gonna come out. Soon
right.
as you post it and make it public, everybody got a story about who you dating.
True. Or sometimes they just be after them. If they see you so happy, they be putting negative spirits on that motherfucker. So
Right, right, girl, you don't deserve that. I'm gonna get him from you because you don't deserve that.
as an artist, I just think for me it's better. As a woman, men treat you better when you're single.
Yeah, that's true. You're gonna get more attention.
Yeah.
You get more likes if you're single. If they know you got a man, they're like, they gonna look at you, but then probably keep going.
They gonna keep going. They gonna
So
keep going.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
And that's why I
and
tell people all the time, the same thing you were saying. I don't make all that public. It's like, for what? Y'all don't need to know what's going on all in my household, in my bedroom, and all that. That's for what? This is not a reality show like that where I got cameras following me 24 hours a day.
right. But if we get paid for it, we get paid for it. But we're also in a different, age group, and we also like we were around for a time where none of this was.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
And that's what I
saying?
tell people. I grew up in the era, to be honest with you, where you keep your mouth closed. You don't tell all your business. But social media got it. Well, now you broadcast everything.
And live stream it. And live stream it. It be proof. Like they be giving the police the proof.
Oh yeah, what they got to investigate for? All they got to do is go to these pages and see all the evidence they need. See you with that gun in your hand, and you on there saying, "I got this drugs, and y'all come get it. I'm selling it."
And they also track your phone and they track your your messages in your IG. Like if you thought you would, oh, I'm not gonna
Even if
send
you
this.
delete it, they can pull all that up.
Crazy.
So you think it's deleted, but once they go to get that, they contact that phone carrier. They're gonna see everything that you ever sent.
Mm.
You don't notice when people go to trial and they bring out them phone records.
Yep.
All that used for evidence.
And yeah, I actually learned that from from one of my professors. I'm in school. I'm in my senior year of college right now.
Oh man,
And
congratulations! That's something good. That's something good you got going. You ain't tell us about that.
I'm still a student. I didn't think I could do it, foolish for real. Like I really thought I tried so many times, right? Like I kept going to school, kept going to school, kept dropping out, dropping out, dropping out. And last year, I went back last September. I did the whole year. I got like a 3.4 GPA, and
See,
I'm
that's what I'm
now
talking about.
I'm in my last year, and I had to mature. You know what I'm saying? Before I wasn't focused. I was running out here when I was younger,
Cause
worried
you had a
about
lot of things
men.
going on.
Yeah, I was worried
That's
about
part of life.
right. I was worried about men and just all the things that come along with like you said, like that type of stuff. And that's another reason why it's good to have a relationship that's calm and stable so you can think about the things that you really need to think about, which is your
Exactly.
money, your
Exactly.
businesses, and your pockets, period.
And
So
you and your partner build an empire together.
exactly.
That's what it's all about. And you know what? You are an example, and should be a lot of motivation to a lot of women out there. Because don't never put limitations on yourself and say you can't do this or I'm not going to do that. And don't start something and don't finish it. Always
Mm,
try to see your dream through because you're going to have people already doubting you. You already got people that don't want you to make it, don't want you to be nothing. So you use all that as motivation and you push yourself to the limit and keep
mm.
climbing till you get wherever you're trying to go. It might not happen tomorrow. It might not happen next week. But if you keep putting the work in, it will pay
Mhm.
off.
I appreciate that word, and I agree. I agree. Keep going. Keep trying, keep growing, keep grinding. Just do it.
Let's do it. That's what people understand. Listen, excuses don't pay no bills. You can get up every day and make excuses, but you're gonna be in the same situation.
Yeah, I felt like if I needed to have a 9 to 5, I want to be in a comfortable situation. So that's my reasoning for going back to school
Straight up. Straight up. Because
because
you always gotta have a backup plan. You think, listen, that's another thing, I always tell people. What I know is about the internet, everybody want to make it, everybody want to be rich and famous. I got a secret for everybody.
Mhm.
Everybody ain't gonna make it. I'm sorry to tell y'all, I ain't trying to crush nobody's dream. Everybody's not gonna be rich and famous. But that doesn't mean you can't enjoy your life. That don't mean that you can't have a good, stable life in a family, in a house, or whatever, a business, and still live happily. Everybody think that they have to be in the front center and be a star, be famous.
The front and center could be the most dangerous place to be.
Better believe it. Because guess what? They say everybody always want to get to the top, but when you get to the top, it's a whole lot of stuff that comes along with it.
Can I ask you a question now? Just
Go
one.
ahead. Go
Um,
ahead.
what's your take on um Tory Lane's situation, his sentencing? Um, are you following the case? Do you know like I believe they said he's getting like 10 years
Yeah, I heard he
altogether.
got sentenced to 10 years.
I think it's I think they say he'll do maybe 5, 6. Do you
Yeah,
agree with
he gonna
the
get out on good time. He'll get out on good time.
do
Maybe four,
you
5 years.
do you agree with the sentencing?
Nah, that's just too harsh if you ask me. It's too harsh.
How would you feel if your friend pulled out a gun and shot you? Just curious. Like, I mean,
See, it's a sticky situation.
Mm-hmm.
See, I wasn't there, so I don't know what really transpired. I don't know what went on. I don't know if he really did it, he didn't do it. I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
it ain't like he just took a gun and put it to her head and squeezed the trigger. They were saying like a bullet fragment bounced off the ground and hit her. It ain't like she just pow, 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 she just got shot.
It's ignorance and alcohol and drugs. It was like
I
they were.
agree. Because first of all, I'm like you, nobody shouldn't even be in that position. And why is you getting into it with a female pulling the gun out anyway?
I will say, we weren't there, we don't know, but I personally think that she should have. I think that she should have went home. I think Megan Thee Stallion should have went home. Um, you know,
You
I think
de-escalate the situation.
the way the situation seemed to unfold, they said she was drunk, she was angry, she was fighting, she was mad at him because he was talking to, old girl.
Her
And I
homegirl.
believe
Yeah.
no, he was talking to Kylie. They were saying that he may or may not
Oh,
have
at
been
the party.
trying to hook
At
up
that party. Some other party they was
at the
at.
party.
Yeah.
So they took her in the car and she told her car to leave. She wanted to go with him. So she was messing up whatever vibes he had with another female. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of messed up to think like, I was about to, I was chilling with one chick, another chick get mad and she's doing her and then she getting mad and then, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I
like
don't
I
know.
said, it's a sticky situation, man. You won't know unless you get caught up in that situation. Me and you can always say, well, I would have did this, I would have did that. But you gotta be in that situation to actually know.
That is true. And also life is fragile. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to protect your person. You know what I'm saying? You gotta protect yourself and be
There
alert
you
and
go,
be
right there.
aware. So in that regard, you playing with guns too is kind of crazy too, but I don't know. Like you said, it's just one of those things where you really can't say. But
And you know what I
it
always
seems hard.
right. But you know what I always say on here, and I try to reiterate, and I always drill this in people's head. All it takes is one mistake to throw your whole life away.
It's
You
true.
can make the one major bad mistake that will haunt you for the rest of your life. You can be caught up in the moment. Let's just say you were somewhere and the chick just kept talking and kept talking, and then she came in your face and you go get a bottle and knock her out.
Mm,
Now you got an assault charge and everything else because you couldn't keep your cool.
mm,
Now that's going to follow you for the rest of your life.
mm,
Same thing with dudes. They get heated in the moment. As soon as somebody make them mad, they want to go get a gun and shoot and kill somebody. Now when you sitting down and you got all this time, your freedom is gone. Now that one mistake, you have to sit there and think about it every day.
mm.
Because you get caught up and you get heated in the moment. A lot of people get heated in that moment. We don't take the time to think like, should I do this? Is this the right thing? Is the right reaction? Because we react like this. I know I'm guilty of it. Once I get caught up in something and I'm mad and I'm heated, my emotions go crazy. And I try to tell myself I need to stop doing that. Stop reacting so fast and try to evaluate the situation better.
I think I think that's something I'm still working on today. At
Me
this
too.
present moment.
Me too.
It, but you're right though. You're right. That and the ego. It's the ego. You know what I'm saying? When you feel violated, you feel like someone is doing something to uh put you down or test you or make you feel like you
You
weak
want your
or like
respect.
you want your respect.
Okay, Lamiere, check this out. Now, I hope you're ready because I'm about to put you in the hot seat and throw some rapid questions at you. So I hope you're ready before I let you go.
Ready, let's go.
You
Okay,
ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get to it. First question. If you had a choice, would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die?
I ain't dying. Next question. Next question.
If you got kicked out of the United States and you had to live in another country, which country would that be?
I would probably say I would want to go to a country in Africa. Probably, I would say maybe West Africa, somewhere in West Africa, one of those
Take it back to
countries.
the motherland. I ain't mad at you.
Definitely.
I'm not mad at you. If we locked you up in a room for a whole year and you only had one dish that you can eat every day and you had to eat the same dish every day, what would it be?
Damn, the same dish every day.
Every day you had to eat. You can't choose nothing else but this one dish. And you have to eat it every day.
I would say probably give me something healthy like some steamed salmon with rice and peas. Maybe some Jamaican food. Definitely. Some Jamaican
Straight up.
chicken.
I can't argue with you on none of that. I can't argue with you on none of that. That sounds good. You just made me hungry talking about it.
Some rice and peas, cabbage, and some salmon, some jerk salmon.
That sounds great. That sounds lovely right there. If I gave you the power to be able to change one law and you had that power, what law would you change?
I think that I would make the United States. I don't want to say that, but I would say it anyway. Communist. I would say I would make the United States communist. I think that during COVID, we've seen a taste of what communism was, and I thought it was really nice, to be honest with you.
I know the crime went down. I know that.
They had no money in their pockets.
So everybody's just sitting home on house arrest. There ain't too much you can really do.
Right. That and people had the checks. House arrest.
Exactly.
Shit.
You're right. People went to scamming and fraud, and then fraud was at an all-time high. Because you got to find a way to get it, man. You know how this world is. People gonna find a way to hustle now.
Right.
You're gonna find a way to hustle. No, okay, next question. What would you want free for the rest of your life? Food or gas?
Food.
Exactly, because you gotta have food every day.
Yeah. I'm a food for my car. Like
that car can sit there, but I gotta eat.
Right.
I agree with you on that one.
Right.
And the last one.
The last one.
Where do you see this world in the next 10 to 20 years?
Wow, that's a deep question.
I'm gonna let it marinate. I'm gonna let it marinate. Let you think about it.
I'm gonna answer that honestly and say I never thought about it. And I'm gonna say that me not thinking about it is bad, because as a PR, marketing, and as an artist, like, you need to think about the future. You need to think ahead.
Your mind got to be way ahead of its time.
You opened up a new thought, a new level. I gotta think about that. I really gotta sleep on that one.
Cause look at Tupac and all these other people. Look how far ahead of their time they was. That's how their mind frame was. They was always thinking ahead.
They was damn near telling the future.
Exactly. When you see it happen and come to fruition, you were like, oh man, they was on to something.
But you know what they say? In order to dictate the future, you gotta look at the past.
Straight up. That's a real statement there. And remember too, everything is nothing but a cycle, because history always repeats itself.
Right. And I remember, there was a time during COVID when everybody was talking about NFTs.
Right.
And they were saying, oh, this NFTs is the new thing, and
Bitcoin.
like Bitcoin, all that seemed like a Ponzi scam now.
But speaking of the next 10, 20 years, that's what it's coming to. They're going to take away all the paper money and everything is just going to be currency.
That's communism.
So, everything is already basically digital. You got your card, your debit card, and all that on your phone. You can just tap your phone and flash your phone, non-paper stuff. Apple Pay. Just look at all the stuff that's happening already. So imagine the next 10, 20 years.
They killed the founder of Cash App. or they. I'm not gonna say they killed
Yeah,
him.
that's what I heard.
The person got killed or died mysteriously. I'm not gonna say they because they, but I don't know. But yeah,
That, so that's what the world is coming to. They're gonna go paperless. So all we know is that paper money and all that. So what I'm thinking about is to think about how the future gonna be for like dancers and all that. So they're gonna have a swiper attached to their underwear, I guess, and everybody got to tap and pay for their lap dances and all that. Now, I guess that's what it's gonna come to.
yeah, you're gonna track every purchase. That means that when you file your taxes, they're gonna see everything you did from
True that.
beginning to end. When you
That's the
apply for
part they're not thinking
housing,
about. Cash App is doing that now too. You know that, right? All your transactions, they have to report to the
yeah,
IRS and all that.
it's statements now. Yeah,
Yep. So y'all be all collecting all these money on Cash App, Cash App. Don't think the government don't know about it.
right.
Because they do.
Did I just?
This is
No,
the
I
new
don't
world that
think
we
I'm
living
close
in,
enough.
y'all. But Lamiere, I don't want to keep you all night. I know you're a busy woman. I appreciate you coming on. We had a great, great podcast. Once again, I love talking to you. I love to see the climb that you're making, not giving up, pursuing your dreams, executing it, taking the time to sit back and learning what you need to learn. I admire and I respect that. And I salute you. And like I told you, you're a motivation to a lot of other women out there that when people tell you, you can't do this, or you can't do that, or don't do that, you don't have to listen to all that. You do what your heart tell you to do and always follow your heart and follow your dreams. So I salute you. And I can't wait for you to drop that new fire so we'll have something new that we can jam around here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And I want to say I thank you for having me. I thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak and to have a voice. And I want to reiterate that what you're doing is very powerful, and it's nice to have love in Miami and to have someone give me an opportunity and to just be able to give me this space to speak. Thank you so much.
It's all love. It's all love. Like I said, you ain't no stranger. You family now. You done been on 2 times. So you family now.
Yeah.
So anytime you need anything, hit me up. If you got anything you trying to put out there, anything you want to premiere, if you have anybody else that that need, a little push or want to put themselves out, I'm gonna show love.
I hear you. I hear you. I think, yeah, I'm definitely willing to work together more in the future, and I'm definitely in a better position to do that now.
Straight up. And that's what it's all about. Because I want to see you shining like I want to see everybody else out there shining. That's what it's all about, man. We all the thing we got out here. So let's support each other. Let's show love. It don't cost $1 to show a little love. You know what I mean? It don't cost no money. You can just show love from the heart.
You're absolutely right.
And that's what I try to do. I try to be sincere as possible. As you notice, even on my platform in this podcast, don't you know most people charge you to come on their show? You know that, right?
I absolutely do know that.
and can you tell the world how much money did I ask you for?
You didn't ask me for any money, not $1.
I don't do this for money. I don't do it for money. I do it for my heart. That's being sincere.
And I thank you for this gift. And I appreciate it. I see it. I acknowledge it.
Right, because I'm telling you, most artists, they're gonna, you got to give me $75, you got to get $65. I'll bring you on my podcast. It's not about money with me, man. I don't base everything I do in my life about money. Do we need money to survive out here? Yes, of course. But how I look at it is, the more good deeds you do, all that gonna come at the end of the day. God gonna bless me with all my blessings anyway, as long as I keep doing the right thing.
You have a lot of wisdom. And you got a strong voice. You got a voice of God. You got that power behind your voice.
So I try to walk it like I talk. Most people just talk it, but they don't walk it. I try to walk it like I talk it. I don't just preach about it. I try to live it in real life. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about. I try to tell my people out there, man, let's come together. Let's forget all this nonsense. Forget hating and killing each other. Let's lift each other up. It's easy to hate, but it's harder to love. Think about that.
I hear you.
So we gotta do better. And I expect better from all of my people. I gotta come together and stop all this nonsense to help. The key thing is, even for me and you, you know, we at a certain point where, you know, you don't see life, even though you got a lot more ways, hopefully, to go. But it's all about the next generation. Let's try to make it a little better for the ones that's coming after us.
I agree.
That's the bigger picture right there. Let's think about the next generation. Let's think about the kids that's coming up that need direction and guidance, and they can't do the stuff that we grew up to. Because when you have kids, you scared now to let your kids go out there and play like you used to, because it's not safe out there.
Yeah, you're right.
Think about it. It's not. It's a whole new world now. Before, me and you can ride our bikes and we can play in the park all day. Now they shooting parks up with kids out there.
You're right.
So evil has no limits, folks. Sorry to tell you. That's why it's very important for us to start sharing and spreading more love, man. I don't see love no more. I see, if you get on the internet, everybody arguing, cussing each other out, man, it's always something. It's always negative energy. I don't see love no more.
I agree with you. I agree with you, and it's tearing down the Black community, and it's, you know, and it's an unfortunate thing. It's I can't, in New York. They're making the apartments smaller. They're jamming us in. It's becoming like China in a sense, you know, because everything is so packed in. And it's
Straight up.
sometimes you need space, and you know, we need to be in positivity, in good areas, and clean, and have equal opportunities for nice housing and stuff like
Yes,
that.
man.
Whether you
Talk that talk
whether
now.
you
Talk it.
whether you a rapper, a basketball player, or if you have a 9 to 5, you know, everyone should be should have good living and opportunity. Period.
I agree. And it ain't based on your ethnicity. It don't matter what race you are. Everybody deserves to be happy.
Yeah, we do deserve to be happy, but
Everybody deserves to be
if
happy.
you black, they don't want you to be happy.
That's right. You already got a strike against you soon as you get here. So we just try to make it a little better for everybody out there, man, and especially our people. We just got to come together more, show each other love, stop hating on each other, stop talking about the next person all the time, always gossiping. Y'all know, you always know somebody, always got something going, always keep some nonsense going. We need to find something else to do with our time and energy. Let's focus that on something positive that we all can grow from. Anybody can entertain the nonsense and he say, she say, and being bitter and jealous. That goes on all the time. We got to get past all that, man. Because sometimes we are our worst enemy.
I agree.
But like I told y'all, and I promised y'all the queen was going to be in the building. I told y'all she was going to bless us with her presence. Here she is. We had another dope podcast. All I want y'all to do is make sure y'all go follow her. Let me pull it up so y'all can make sure y'all see the name and how to spell it and everything else. Because I want y'all to follow her on all platforms, man. Because she's a good aura around her. And this is somebody that you want to follow that's doing something positive, ladies and gentlemen. Follow her and watch her journey. Watch her climb to the top. There it is right there on the top of y'all screen, Lamiere. Y'all look up on all platforms, support her music, support everything she's doing, support her hustle, because that's what we all supposed to do. So Lamiere, before I let you go, any last shout outs you want to do before we let everybody go to bed?
Yes, I want to say, please go stream my new singles, Lickety Split and Wifey Wifey, which are both coming out this September. Wifey Wifey is September 8th, And Lickety Split is September 15th. And follow me on your platform of choice, whether it's Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora. You can find me on any of those platforms, but hit follow. That helps me as an independent artist to grow. Thank you so much. And it's Lamiere, Lamiere. You can Google me as well.
Hey, y'all heard it from her mouth. So go ahead and do that, man. Follow my girl, man. Follow, she family now. So y'all support her. If you support me, support her. That's how we do it. I appreciate you, Lamiere. I appreciate everything that you bring to the table. Keep shining. I'm ready for that new music. I'm telling you, I'm going to be jamming it. I'm going to be on it. We're going to make sure we spread it down here in Florida. And you're going to always have my support. So anything you need, you already know, just hit me up.
I will.
I got you covered.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you taking the time to come on once again, Queen, and you be safe and keep shining.
You be safe too. God bless.
One love. That was Lamiere checking in with us once again. Y'all appreciate her, man. She's a very, very dope person, man. Dope artist. All good vibes. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Spreading love. If y'all don't learn nothing else from me, learn how to spread love. Learn how to be there for each other. Stop wasting your time on nonsense. Stop always being in the middle of something. You know what I mean? Life is too short for all that. You don't want to die upset or mad or a whole bunch of anger on your heart. You don't want to get caught with your pants down. You want God to catch you doing the right thing. See, a lot of people think they can just live and do anything you want. No, everything you do, you're going to have to account for. You're going to account for all your sins one day. Don't think you can just walk around here and just do anything you want to do. You're going to have to account for everything you do on this earth, whether it's now or later. Watch how you move. Watch who you surround yourself with. Because everybody don't mean you no good. Y'all got to remember, the devil has so many disguises that the devil could be right there in your face. You wouldn't even know it. You wouldn't even realize it. It's a lot of snakes in the grass. So sometimes we got to start cleaning our yard out, folks. Don't allow the devil to slide on in and bring you down. Try to steal your joy and kill your happiness. And most important, the devil always trying to get your mind off God, because he don't want you to receive no blessings. He don't want you to go to heaven and be comfortable. He wants you to go down there with him and burn and suffer. So ask yourself, is anything on this earth worth you sacrificing your soul and burning forever? If you ask me, hell no. There's nothing here that's worth my soul. I'm not going to sell out for nothing. You can't buy me. I can't be brought. Money is not my main objective. I care less about money, to be honest with you. It's not my main priority. I don't wake up every day thinking about money. I wake up every day and I thank God for another day. And I try to see, what can I get accomplished today? Because I always try to tell y'all, not all the time, it's not about how you live. You could be living comfortable. You could be rich. You could have a whole bunch of money. But it don't mean nothing if you ain't giving. So it's not how you live, it's what you give. That determines what kind of heart you got, and that's what God is going to judge you on. What did you do for others? Did you serve him? Did you honor him? Or did you allow the devil to manipulate your mind and pull you in? Y'all got to ask yourself these questions. Because if you don't shift gears and y'all don't snap out of it, a lot of y'all has got a one-way ticket waiting on you to hell. I ain't nowhere else I can sugarcoat it for you. You're going to hell. If you don't stop all this nonsense and understand that what you're doing and all this sinning ain't cool, you're going to pay for it. You don't have to take my word for it. Just keep living crazy. Sooner or later, you reap what you sow. Remember that, y'all. Because one day, you're going to die. It could be tomorrow. It could be tonight. Could be in the morning. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. So are you going to be ready when Judgment Day comes? When you have to stand before God and see if your name is in that book, how you think that's going to turn out for you? Look at your life and how you live. Are you living right? Are you doing right by others? Are you impacting the ones around you in a good way? Are you just here bringing negativity to this earth? Are you here just to destroy it? or are you here to help? Y'all got to start asking yourself some of these questions. What kind of impact you want to make on this world? Because it's going to come a point where you're going to have to count for everything you do, for everything that came out your mouth, for every action that you did. You're going to have to count for it. But y'all stay blessed, man. I'll be back on the air Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button for me. Don't cost $1, don't cost a cent. And make sure y'all support the movement. If you see the scan that code right there on the top of your screen. Y'all can check out the official merchandise, the Reality Music Entertainment. As you can see in the hat, Real Me, that stands for Reality Music Entertainment. So if you want to check out some more of this merchandise, let me show you the official Foolish Show Podcast t-shirt. If you look right here, this is how one of my official t-shirts look. Go ahead and put y'all the order in, man, and grab you the Foolish Show Podcast t-shirt, man. Support the movement. Scan that code right there on the top of your screen and check out our inventory, the official Reality Music Entertainment merchandise. We got hats, hoodies, beanies, t-shirts, whatever you name, we got it. I told y'all, this is more than a label. This is a whole movement. Reality Music Entertainment, RME. Respect the movement and support the movement. Let's support each other, man. You support me, I support you. That's what it's all about. Y'all see how I get down. I always show love. It's not about trying to get rich off people and all that with me. I appreciate all the love that people show me, and I try to always return the love to everybody around me. And that's what it's all about, folks. Scan that code, check out our inventory, check out our merchandise, place your orders. You're going to find something that you like. Even if you have to grab your little Foolish Podcast t-shirt, or you want to grab your Real Me snapback hat, fitted cap, whatever you want, we got it. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to check y'all in, and we're going to go in once again Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I will be back on the air. I'm probably going to bring me another guest on, and we're going to make it do what it do. Y'all have a good one, man. Stay safe. One love. I'm out this thing, y'all. I'm out the building. Y'all have a great night.